Hi, I'm Elle. I'm the Keystone Stitcher. Today is December 15th, 2023, and I'm back with a mid-month update. So I've been doing Flossmas if you have seen it, and if not, what I'm doing is I am working on one holiday piece every day, and then I'm spinning a wheel and selecting from my whips what I will work on the rest of that day. So today I'm going to do a recap of where everything is that I've worked on since December 1st. So let's start with my two biggest pieces. This first one is Strength. This is Strength. The artwork is by Nicolee Payne, and it's charted by UnconventionalXStitch. And I have two different focuses on this. So I use this piece for football stitching, and during football I work on background. So I just fill in that black. And then when my spinner has selected, I've come down and started filling this in. And I can't see what you can see. Here, let's try this. So I filled in everything from this point down is new, and you can see I've got darker lines here. That's the pages, and I am trying to fill in those two pages here. So just to show you where she is, there's where she is. You know what? I think I'm going to have to put a side by side instead of putting it over the top because it just won't work. So there's where she is now. She's currently at 20.96%. So I've reached 20% for the year, which is really good. I didn't start this until March. And so 20% on something that I just started in March is pretty cool. Okay, so the next one that you see pretty much every month. This is my oldest piece. This is 4 Seasons. I purchased this from the Soda Stitch website on Etsy. And I had come down and finished all this the last time you'd seen it. And so I'm up here filling in these trees. So I'll put over my face, at least that section there, so you can see where that is. So this one I'm now at 39.08%. So since you last saw it, I put in exactly 1%. All right, now we'll get into some of the smaller pieces. Those were my largest and the ones that I'm the furthest along on. So this is Advent Calendar with Animals. It is designed by the shop Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy. She also has her own website. I believe it's Maria Brodko, but I don't know. If you put that in a search bar, you could find it. So I had the entire grid done. I had these trees done and the Merry Christmas. And now for Flossmas, each day I am working on a different animal. And today will be that adorable little bunny over there. So you can see we are getting so close to Christmas because I only have 2 more rows to do. I have 3 done, 3.5 done, and I have 2.5 to go. So yeah, we're really getting close to Christmas. So that is my main piece that I work on every day. Now the ones that I've spun and they are now getting worked on. The first one was, let me get the magazine here and show you. This one came from the most recent Just Cross Stitch magazine. This is December 2023. Let me get the picture. I gotta be kind of careful of the patterns on this page as well. So right there, this is Old St Nick. I started this on a piece of Picture This Plus Aida. It's a 14 count, but I have no clue what the name of it is. And this was spun one day, and here's where it was. And I finished him. So there he is. He's all done. He didn't take long at all to do. There was, the most color changes were up there in those toys. And after that, there was a little bit of backstitch around his face, around the toys and packages, around this. And then just on the outside of the white, and then on this little sheep toy down here. So that was my only finish so far this month. The next piece that I worked on also came from this magazine. And this is the Old Sled. The artwork it was designed by Elizabeth Spurlock. Yes. And there's where that, now, like I said, this is from the same December 23, Just Cross Stitch magazine. So here's where it was. And here's where it is now. So I had finished this, and I needed to bring the snow across the bottom, and then I came up and finished that stonework, and now I've taken the first color and started working the slats on the sled. So that's where that one is. I'm just going to pile all these over here on the side. Maybe. All right, the next one was Stone Expression. The artwork is by Guiseppi Miconi. He's an Italian living in Norway, and so Megan, who is StitchingMoonDesigns on Etsy, got permission from him to chart his pieces, and this is one of them. And what I did, here's where it was before. And I didn't get a good picture. This I didn't touch at all this month. That I worked. So I started working on this area right in here. And so you can see that's what I was doing. So I'm just kind of connecting these pages down to her face. So this one I'm now at 14.28%. And the funniest thing is, just yesterday I received a message from the artist telling me he had a show coming up, and I won't even try to say the name of the town in Norway. And he wanted to know if he could use some images from my videos to show his artwork being stitched. And he told me he actually watches the videos to see my progress. That was shocking, and I was just really excited, and I was more than happy to let him use any images he wanted from the video. Okay, so the next one, this is A Promise of Tomorrow, and it will look like this. And I pulled this out, and I literally, because I'm just spinning and working one day at a time, and this has been called a couple times, I decided to come over here to the very end and work my way back to the middle. So I will put above it where it was last time so you can see the difference. And this one is now at 17.64%. And yeah, this is the very far end of the design. So that's all the wider this will be. And you can see the moon behind the trees. This is artwork by Shawna Erback, and it's charted by Thread Geeks. Okay, so the next one is a paper chart. I'm just working it from paper, and it is Night Fairy. This is by Lennart. This is a leaflet you can purchase, I'm sure, many places, but I found mine on Amazon. And I want to say it was $8 and something, but it was under $10. And so I did, here's where it was. I get this set up. And here's where it is now. So I filled in, let me show you a close-up of that wing. I put a picture right over my face here. And you can see all of this was white, and that's all now filled in. I did the top of her head. And then I came over here and I put the first color in the moon, and then I outlined the second color, and I'm just filling that in now. So that's where that one is. So yeah, I'm on page 2 now. So I don't have any percentages because that's a paper chart and I don't do percentages. I don't count my stitches. Okay, the next one was Beetle Pop, and this is by Lux Nova Studios. The artwork is, and it's charted by UnconventionalXStitch. And there she is. So I have part of her eyebrow coming in, and then I have some pink stitches in here, which is part of her eyeshadow. I finished filling in all the stitches along her face, and of course all this white. And then I came over here with the green, and this is as far as her hair comes over there. Now because she's in profile, her face will come out further. She's in profile and she's got her head tipped up. So you'll see her nose and everything will come further over here. But that's where that is. And this is now at 10.60%. This is on, I'm not sure if I've been telling you all the fabrics. Night Fairy is on 16 count, antique white. You know what, I'll put everything, I always put everything in the description box, so it'll be down below. This is an 18 count Aida that, this was a Design Works Aida that I picked up on sale through 123 Stitch, and I dyed this myself. Okay, so next up, we have Midsummers Eve. And this one, the artwork is by Jennifer Taylor. It's charted by Contemporary Cross. This is on 20 count Aida. And all I've done so far this month is I filled in what was missing here, and I came up here and I put all this in. So I'll put over my face where that was. And I'm now at 9.62%. I was so happy to work on this again. I love, let me show you. So right in through here, you can see there's a lot of, almost looks checkerboard type where you've got missing stitches. And I find with a lot of companies, when they have that checkerboard effect that you're filling in, you can see the colors are different enough that you pick up even from a distance that it's a checkerboard. And Paula, who runs Contemporary Cross, is so good with how she does her colors that even though I know I've done a checkerboard, you cannot make out that there's a checkerboard design in here. And so yeah, it just, all the colors just blend so perfectly. And when you pull this back and you look at the original, it looks identical to the original artwork. So I will definitely stitch more from Paula. Okay, so then my next one, and I think this is my last, yes, is One for Sorrow. This is one that I struggle to work on because of all the light colors on the white fabric. I say it every time. I would be so much further along if I had just dyed this fabric. This is a 20 count Evenweave. This is, as I said, One for Sorrow. The artwork is by Stephanie Puy-Moon-Law, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And all I did was fill in up here. So let me put over my face where it was before. And I am now at 9.44%. And this would be, I think, my second oldest after 4 seasons. This, I think, is my oldest at this point. So that's what I have. Moving forward, I'm going to continue doing Flossmas every day. So I will continue working on the advent calendar and then spin the decision wheel to see which of my whips it would like me to work on. After Christmas, I don't know. I've toyed around with a few things. I've toyed around with picking projects that I want to finish and next year and working on them pretty much exclusively. I plan a new start for my birthday, which I probably should have pulled out, but I'll show it to you later on. But now that I'm spinning the wheel and there are projects that I would love to touch, but the wheel is not spinning them, I think I might just go back and whichever ones have not been touched, I might go back and finish. So that's going to be it for today. At the end of the year, I will do a recap. I will probably do, I don't like to give you really long videos. I know not everybody can sit through them. I can't sit through really long videos. It will take me several tries. And if I see somebody has a short video, I will watch that first, just so that I'll just watch the short ones first. It's just what I do. So I think I will probably record at the end of December, maybe the 31st, and do a recap of what I've done for the rest of December. And then on the 1st, I will give you all of my plans, and I'll do my finish parade that I always do on the 1st. So that'll be everything I finished in 2023, which, even though I have a lot of large projects, it's turned out to be quite a few pieces. The other thing I want to mention before I leave you is that one evening while I was stitching, I came up with the idea of 24 in 2024. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, there was a 21 in 2021. That was 21 projects. My 24 is percent. So, for example, I don't have one real close. Well, yeah, Beetle Pop. This won't be one, but I've picked out several that I will take where it is now and I will add enough to it to bring it up to 24%. Or if I am close or above 24%, then that project would be one that I would want to add an additional 24%. So I'm not increasing my whip count, but I will see some major progress, hopefully, in those pieces. So if you would like to join me in the 24 in 2024, or we should probably say 24%, 24% in 2024, I would love to have you. It will be fun to see how many people can do this and just how many projects you can bring up to that goal. So with that said, have a wonderful rest of your month. Have an amazing Christmas. I hope your family is able to make it, that nothing is stopped by weather. And until then, I will see you afterwards. Happy holidays. Bye.